mission update with you about our trip to Samar and Bohol in the central Philippines this April 2023. So here we are in southern Luzon, and we stopped to get some buko, which is the young coconut. We drank some, and now we're going to eat this stuff. And as you can see, we're on our way. Our vehicle loaded up, and here's our team. We are on our way to Samar, which is central Philippines. We drove last night about 3 hours. We stayed in a motel, and then because we had to get an early start because the holidays are coming, there's a lot of traffic. So, and then we drove about 4 hours already this morning. We got another 4 hours to go until we hit the southern tip of Luzon, which is called Matnog. And from there, we take a boat across the ocean there. I don't know how many hours boat ride it is. And then we reach the northern tip of Samar, and then we have to drive another 6 hours. So it's about almost 20 hours of driving. It's a long ride. But anyways, we have an effort coming up there. So we're on our way, and it's time to enjoy some of the best coconut on planet Earth. Good stuff. So we reached the port of Matnog, the southern tip of the island of Luzon, just before reaching Samar. We traveled from Matnog by ocean ferry, going over to the port of Allen in the northern tip of Samar. And here's our vehicle loaded with all our luggage, and of course the back inside is loaded all the way almost to the roof as well, but pretty full. And so
and the ladies are squeezed in the back row, four
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
So
There's
it is a tight squeeze.
Yeah, it was a tight ride. But anyways, and then when we reached Canavid, we began our medical mission, and here's a clip from that. So here we are at the church. We just arrived, and this morning we have all these lovely people waiting for checkup. So many of them. Marami sila. Look. Hello. Say hello. And then all these people here. Huh? Yeah, and Lorna is doing massaging here. She's our healer massage therapist. Say good morning. Okay, so we're busy today, really busy. Praise the Lord.
So we would do a health scan, and we would give out natural supplements like vitamins, minerals, some herbs, colon cleanse herbs, and cayenne for blood circulation. We also give out free reading glasses. So when we first started, there's only a few, but then as people heard about what we were doing, then more and more people come every morning, and there are days that we had 40 to 50 people lined up inside and outside the church.
Yeah, and so many of them are sick with high blood pressure, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, a lot of illnesses. And so we were able to instruct them and teach them why they are sick and what laws they're violating, which they're totally ignorant of. You know, proper diet, exercise, drinking water, all of that. So here they are, so many. And we invited the people to attend our nightly meetings on health, and some of them came. Here's Lorna massaging. And this lady, she was crying and crying with tears of joy because she had suffered a stroke before this video was taken. She came hobbling into the church, could barely walk, and Lorna massaged the clogged arteries that go to the head, the ones in the neck, and then, of course, the whole body. And she was able to clear some blockages, and then the lady was able to walk normally. So it was absolutely a miracle how the Lord brought healing to this lady. Like this lady was saying,
she was limping like that for years.
She was hobbling for years, and then she walked out of there. It was absolutely amazing. And that same lady came to our nightly meetings and gave her testimony, and she attended the meetings on Sabbath. Truly, the medical missionary work is the opening wedge for the gospel of Christ, and it is the way that God has appointed for us to reach people and encourage them to investigate what we believe.
I guess she was a barangay captain for many, many years.
So here's the nightly meetings. Doing health lectures about diet, exercise, water, trust in divine power, etc. New Start program. Here's Daryl.
Doon sa church, yun po ang inyong kakainin, pero ginawan po namin siya na sausawan. Ano po yung sausawan? Nyog lang na ginayod na nyog, nilagyan ng kamatis, sibuyas, bawang, asin, at kalamansi. Yun po sasawsawan nyo ng mga gabi at nilaga. Doon sa
So she was able to give them instruction about how to prepare healthy foods.
So part of the meetings would be a food demo. We give them an instruction, a simple instruction on how to prepare a simple meal, simple recipe. And that one is a green smoothie demo and a short lecture on the importance of greens. And then we show them how to do it. So the ladies of our team, Ellen, Ate Violi, Ate Violi, and Ate Myra, they are very busy with preparing food every night. We serve to the people after the meetings simple recipes. Like that one is a simple salad with some coconut pate, and then a malunggay tea, or that might be a tanglad tea. So every night we would have either a malunggay tea or a tanglad tea or a green smoothie.
Yeah, and tanglad is lemongrass.
Yeah, lemongrass. That one is a simple salad and a dressing, and dressing out of coconut with mashed kamoteng kahoy,
Cassava.
cassava.
So here's people tasting the food. That guy at the top left of the screen is a pastor, and he came almost every night, and he was really, really amazed and said that we really need this in our church, and he was excited about what we were sharing. So here people are tasting the food, and they're amazed. They didn't know that plant-based foods could taste so good. Here's Norman, who helped to organize the meetings there in Can Avid. He's a police officer. Here he is assisting the ladies in our team, serving green smoothie to the participants who came to the nightly meetings. And malunggay tea or lemongrass tea, tanglad tea.
And then Ate Lorna also shared every night short lecture on blood circulation and things that pertain to our arteries, because she's a massage therapist, so she explains why do we get our arteries clogged, how do we unclog our arteries, what are the things we can do, and so she shared every night also. That's our second to the last meeting, I think, second to the last night. Pictures with everybody.
And then on Sabbath, I was able to share during the divine worship hour.
Kaya yung Panginoon. God has the power to change that. Kung ikaw may problema sa exercise dahil tamad, kaya yung Panginoon. May biyaya. Kung ikaw may problema sa masamang isip or
And at the conclusion of the meetings, we were given some native gifts, which is a broom made from native materials and a bottle of honey, and they gave us a nice native pen as well. Here's our group with some of the members of the church.
As a token of their appreciation, they were so happy, and actually the next day they took us out for an outing as a token of their appreciation.
And we were invited to come back because they're hungry, and they want to set up a district fellowship where 200 to 300 people will attend a whole day Sabbath seminar that we will conduct there. So by God's grace, we're hoping and praying that we can come back. We can go back and share more with them and more of the churches in their district.
The guy with the glasses on is the health director of the mission, summer mission.
So on Monday, we did a medical missionary training for one day with the members of Can Avid Church and the pastor, and we discussed about how the New Start program where we fail in practicing the New Start program, and how we can implement these laws of health into our own experience. The meetings were quite lively. Each group had somebody that would report and share what they learned. And then Lorna gave some instruction on how to conduct massage.
How to do simple massage, just basic massage, hilot massage, like what she does. So here she is giving some demonstration on how.
And then from there, when we were done in Canavid, we proceeded to Borongan, where we joined Ernie and Kim Lyon and their family, also medical missionaries from the United States, along with Ami, who is a registered nurse who assisted with the medical missions during the day, and our dear brother Don Estepona, the man in the white shirt third from the left there, who is from the southern Philippines. We haven't seen him in years, but he's friends of Don and Gladys Roman, who were the ones that sponsored this trip to Samar and arranged the meetings.
So while we're doing our mission in Canavid, these people are doing their mission in Borongan.
Right. And so we were there during one of the medical missions in Borongan, and this lady was all stuffed up and had some problems breathing, so we put her in a steam inhalation treatment. And then in the evening, there were meetings conducted by Brenda Walsh, and many of you are aware who she is, and she gave some powerful messages to the ladies who came from the community during the ladies' retreat.
So these are the attendees, the nightly attendees, the ladies, mostly, well, they're all ladies actually, but 2 of the nights she allowed the men to participate and come into the meetings.
And we heard her testimony about how she was a battered wife, and it was very powerful how God delivered her from that, and really amazing. But very wonderful ministry, and we had the opportunity to get acquainted with her. My wife and I had several hours to talk to Brenda, and definitely a consecrated servant of the Lord. And here's our team with Ami in the middle in the white, and there we are at the meetings in the evening in Borongan. And then on Sabbath, I had the privilege of sharing in the morning at the early morning worship, and before Brenda Walsh she spoke during the divine worship hour. I spoke during the Sabbath school, or just prior to that.
And that's Pastor Gobi and his wife. He's the ministerial secretary of the mission there. And we had good time together on Sabbath, and also at the dedication of the house of Ate Gladys.
And this lady attended our medical missionary training in Borongan, and I had the privilege of sharing with her how to do a cleanse and how to clean out the liver to clear out that acne, and of course the implementation of proper diet, getting rid of the animal foods, the eggs, the dairy products, and the oils that are creating that outbreak in her skin. Dear soul. And so from there,
we proceeded to Leyte and on to Bohol. Through a contact from Canavid, she gave us her son's contact information, and he put us up in Bohol.
And he's the guy in the forefront of the picture taking
Yes.
the selfie. So we were invited to speak at the prayer meeting on Wednesday, the midweek meeting, and there was a few people there. And then he also provided us a place to stay, and here's the clip. So this is, like I said, an unfinished house. The person that is letting us stay here, I think one of his relatives or something is building that house. But anyways, so this is our kubo, meaning small hut, where we've been staying for the last few days since we arrived here. And it's just made out of bamboo. It's real simple. And so the ladies are sleeping here. They sleep on the floor and also on these benches. 1, 2, 3, 4 ladies. Me and my wife sleep in here. This is the master bedroom, if you could call it that. And I want you to see our mattress. This how missionaries spend their vacation. You sleep on this mattress. And yes, I can feel the bamboo slats through that little, if you want to call it a mattress, at night. And we toss and turn because, yes, it's very hard. And so, anyways, and this is the bathroom. This is our accommodation. And you can see the water is barely flowing. It takes a long time to fill that little bucket. But we take a shower in here. That's the toilet. No toilet seat. You squat in the Philippines. And there's the sink, which we're not using for obvious reasons. But anyways, the brother that let us stay here was very kind and has invited us to speak at their church this Sabbath. So I believe we're going to be spending Sabbath here because these brethren are very interested in learning what we have to share. They don't know anything based on my observation. I don't think they know anything about the health message. And they've hardly read anything by Ellen White. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of things with them this Sabbath. So the ladies are here preparing our lunch. And it's about almost 4:20 here in the afternoon on Thursday. And that's labanos. That's a radish salad that they're preparing. And Daryl is doing laundry. Yes, a lot of times we wash laundry by hand. So she's washing our swimming clothes. And this is our kitchen. Yes, this is a kitchen. And Myra, hi Myra. Myra is cooking. What you cooking there, Anian?
That's kanin, rice.
Oh yeah, so we're cooking rice here in this pot, and then that is for the.
Don't take it close more.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. See the plants are growing through the nice. That's our kitchen, believe it or not. And of course, this is our backyard. But nobody's really living here. The brother is just kind of taking care of this place for now. His wife just had a baby, so he's taking care of his wife in another bigger house. But anyways, so this is the place. Praise God, we were able to stay in this place for free. We didn't have to spend anything for our accommodation. And we had more funds to spend on our excursions, which were not very expensive, but we did enjoy snorkeling with the whale shark. And so yeah, this is our little house for the next few days. And we're going to be spending Sabbath here and sharing with the church here in Bohol, which is right next to the international airport. So we spoke on Sabbath, and all the members of our team got to share testimonies and the benefits of the health message and how God has been working in their lives. And so we were so blessed, and the brethren there are requesting us to come back and share with them. In fact, they invited us to even live there for a year.
So we actually shared from morning until evening, until 6 o'clock.
Yep, and we sat on those hard, of course, when the others were speaking, we'd sit on the hard wooden benches. They sat on those hard wooden benches the whole Sabbath, from early morning all the way until sundown, and we shared the whole Sabbath day. What a blessing it was. So this is the blessings of our trip, and we just wanted to share this with you. And if you were blessed in watching this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the video with others, and you can contact us at stepstoeden@yahoo.com.